Welcome back to another episode of The Road to 2200. I'm here with a 1510 game. It looks like I'm 1841 these days, playing against a 1965. Um, Now, we aren't worried about that number. I've definitely been there. Hopefully with the 1510, we'll have a chance to, take our time a bit more. Okay, so going into Slav setup, I play the exchange variation. Everyone talks about how boring it is, and somehow it's always exciting for me, so very interesting. I assume they're going to take back with the pawn. Kind of feels like an only move. If you take back with the knight, well then, boom, I get e4 for free. And, that's fantastic. So, if they take with the queen, then I go here, which I'm going to go either way. Not really doing much, just developing pieces. That's going to be the name of the game for a little while here. We could go here, but to do what? Like, it doesn't really do that much, whereas this bishop, it's kind of nice. So I like to put my bishop here. This is a nice diagonal. And then I'll probably go here and then here. And, we're on our way. Okay, so this could be threatening here. Do I care? I don't see why I would care. I guess I can't go here as a response, which is a little bit annoying. So, like, I go here, they go here, I go here with the bishop, and then they push again. I suppose maybe I could reroute the knight over here, and then they've like really over pushed those pawns. So I think I'm gonna say, if you want to push pawns for the next couple moves while I develop my pieces, you know what? Go for it. That sounds fine. That sounds fine. I'm gonna probably go here first. I think we've seen this trick before in the games where it's like, if you go here and then they go here, I'm not really sure what to do with this bishop. Whereas if I go here first, and then I go here, and then they go here, well, now I just tuck the bishop away. It's guarding the pawn. Everything's wonderful. There might be a little bit of a fear of like, I'm castling a little bit slower, but in this position, there's nothing in my face. There's nothing I'm worried about. Like, I can take my time to castle. It doesn't have to be a rush. So I feel like this is a kind of a subtle move. Okay. Definitely don't want this. The question is, do I go back and waste the tempo? Do I just take here, let them develop their queen? I don't think I mind the queen being on that square. Doesn't really do anything. Now I will go here, put my bishop on a pretty darn good square. Almost hoping they go here so I can go here and end up here, putting pressure there. Because after this, I also just kick the knight away. Like, I just don't think that's a good move. Yeah, I think castling is probably right. I'll castle as well. And, I am a little worried about this if you're wondering at home. Like, is this getting a little scary? But the knight is still here guarding it. So I don't think there's anything to be worried about. I think we're okay. Okay, so this is a very interesting move. I was just starting to look at, are there discovery plots here? So, if this moves, then I can just take here. So it's just something that I'm filing away. This queen has to stay here and guard this piece now, or they're in big trouble. I could also go here now to sort of really... Yeah, I kind of like this idea, because here starts putting threats here. It puts threats here. So I think I'm going to go here. No, wait. There's a problem. If I go here, then this knight move is a very real move. I don't really like that. What am I going to do? I'm going to go here. Go here preemptively, allowing me to go here and start threatening this, or here and start threatening this. And maybe go here. If they go here, I think I'm pretty happy with that. I kind of want to reroute like this anyway. Open up this file. Okay, so now I'm done with ideas of going here, because then they're just going to go here and be threatening my queen. I don't want to walk into that. I'd rather double with the rooks. I really want to go here. But when they go here, I can't go here checkmate because of the knight. And we don't have a way to pull the knight away. So I think what I'm going to do is go here to prevent him from going in there. And if they push and I take, and they take. I don't really like that, actually, so maybe this doesn't work. I do like the idea of going here, but I don't like this dropped pawn at the end. So what are we gonna do here? So many like things that are interesting in this position. I really want to go here. So if I go there and they go here, is there something I can do to deal with this better? I could go... Maybe I could go here and then to there. Yeah, I guess what I could do maybe is here, takes... No, that doesn't really do anything. I am gonna go here. I still think I can't quite sort this out. In a longer game, I wouldn't have gone here yet. But I think this works. Like, because if they go here, it's just... I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I can go here, and then they take, and I take, and they can't... Oh, I guess they can't take. This guy's covered now with this. Kind of lost track of that somewhere in there. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is kind of a ridiculous move, because it's supposed to set this up, but after that, it all falls apart. Anyway... Yeah, I don't think that was a good move. I think I got too... This is a problem I have, is I get locked into earlier stories in a game. And earlier, a move like this I think would have been stronger. I think it's kind of weak now. I think just pushing b4 seems like a good idea. I'm just not really sure what to do is what it came down to. Perhaps the best thing is just to admit that he's not doing anything here. Like, every way in is covered. And he's also... I guess he is holding out this knight, but the bishop could still take if we really needed to. So maybe, but then I was like, I could bring the knight around this way, but the knight doesn't look that strong here either. So I'm just kind of having a hard time finding moves that really push my position forward. And I think if I can get b4 in, it seems pretty reasonable. Maybe not, because maybe they just play a5. Okay, so they're letting me play queen d3. Is that even good, though? That knight is still there, but it does let me go here. Okay, so the real problem, though, is what if here? I guess maybe then I can ignore it. And then I'm going here. So like here, takes, check. If takes, that's mate, so can't do that. Wait. This bishop is not able to do this, so it'd have to be knight here. I think this is fine. It's not ideal. I think this is still a strong move. I don't think I'm going to let them take the knight. I don't think I'm going to make that sack. I think probably it'll be like here. And then at least this knight is doing something useful. And then with the idea of just knight here, making them start to weaken their pawn structure. I don't think I want to take here, right? I just bring that in. If I let him go here, and I'm here, I have to go here, and then I'm hitting the piece. But then the queen. No, they can't even do that. Okay, let's do this. This seems fine with the idea of going in here. If they go here, they actually can't take here a second time because the queen is covering. I kind of missed that when the knight was here. That's another thing that I struggle with more than I would like to admit. The nice thing is going here even wins a tempo, right? We're on the bishop. In fact, maybe that's the move first. After here, maybe we just go immediately there. I guess they can go here, threatening to get a queen. So let's take here first. Still holding him out. I feel like there's a chance they take, right? Like, falling into the same trap I did, and now I don't think they would take, but maybe like they had calculated that line and they just snap it right off, and then they're like, wait, what? What? That loses? Okay. This feels quite strong to me. I don't mind their knight here. It's not that worrisome. And my knight here is kind of annoying because it's starting to win a piece if their knight comes into there. It's cutting off this file, which I'm not using right now. Anyway, I might be on it, but I feel like they were looking to make that their game plan, whereas I'm looking to just go here and see what happens. I kind of feel like this will be the response. And if so, then we've got stuff like this. Okay, that's an interesting move. I guess it's to allow that, but let's make sure, because I do that sometimes. Here doesn't do anything. No, no. That's interesting. Threatening to trade. Yeah, and I guess I don't have a great response. Maybe here's fine. All right, we're going to go in here, and let's see what happens. Let's see, as our opponent has to react to this. If they go here, I think I've got these ideas. I don't know. Got some stuff here. Ooh, I also have, and I had this last move. Was this better? Was this game winning actually? I think this was game winning, right? It hits the queen. If they take here, it's mate. And if they come back like, okay, they made a move. Yeah, I think I missed mate. Or not mate, but like I missed the win. That's very frustrating. Wow. Okay. Well, that's gone. What are we gonna do now? This does not do that much because of that. When he takes, we do have this fork, which is something. And I think this is just pretty good anyway. Just this idea of starting to crack open their side. Might then go here, here, or maybe better even here and then here. Okay, I thought they wanted to do that. But again, I don't feel like that's that threatening. So I'm going here. I'm just going to say, okay, what do you got to this? But I do think we missed the win, which, you know, having a hard time getting out of my head. And the nice thing, though, is this fork seems quite good if they take here. I think probably best is to not take here and let me just push here. Oh yeah, and if I take this way, they could take this way and maybe have a little attack, but I think I would do this stuff and just try to hammer on this pawn here. So we'll see what happens. What I love about this position is this bishop is bad. I don't know if you've noticed, I have not even once considered like, ooh, we could trade the knight for the bishop. Because my knight is doing things, right? It's threatening this fork. It's actually threatening this too. If we go takes, takes, like this knight is not amazing, but it's pretty good. And this bishop is just trash. Like it is doing nothing. Now, will this bishop become decent at some point? Probably. Like they could maybe even go here, here, and start setting some things up. But that takes a few moves. And, you know, right now it's doing nothing. In fact, no. Maybe. Do I have this? Takes, 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 check, here, here. The only thing is, what if I go here and they do not take? Then what? Let's say they move the rook here. What is this knight doing now? Maybe it's coming here. And then once again, more pressure on that pawn. Okay, well, we'll have to see what they do, but that may be the move. The move may be, let's put some more pressure on, once again, having the opportunity to do pretty good things with that knight that At any move, at any moment, I could have traded for that bishop, but I'm not tempted to even in the least. Okay, so bringing a piece back to defend, perhaps. So this. Let's look at it. Takes, doesn't take. Goes like, I don't know. They have another knight. Maybe goes here. Okay, let's look at that. Take, here. Knight goes here. Well, I do have this. And then I also have this. No, I don't, because the queen would take. It's a tough call, because I feel like I'm doing very well right now. I'm not sure I need to do anything dramatic. Maybe though this is the idea. Here has to go here. Then I go here. And now if he goes here, it's immediately here. Here. It doesn't work as well now because that knight is there. But I could go here. He comes back. I don't think I have enough. Don't think I have enough juice, but I think I do go here first. So we can make that move right away. Okay. The question really is do I go here and go the slow route and just hammer on this and not sack something? It's not like our opponent has that much they can do. Or do I go the more immediate route, which is here, assuming here, then here, then let's check. So here, there. I'm gonna go the immediate route. I don't know if I need to do this. This feels very strong. This is really exposing something about me that I'm having a very hard time really sticking with long calculations, and I'm noticing that in my games, and I noticed it here again, and it's kind of a problem. I have to do more training. I think I don't think it's an in the game fix. I think it's a training fix. I need to do more longer calculation puzzles. Maybe not even longer, but like concrete ones where it can't just be like, this looks pretty good. Okay. So that's not really what I was expecting. Like I said before, I think it allows me to go here. So if I go here, but now, no, that doesn't work. I was thinking they could put something there. Well, maybe they can. Knight there. Yeah, that might actually work. Does that work? They have both knights covering that. That seems like it works quite well, actually. That's unfortunate. I could take here immediately. They have to take, right? Then I take back with a bishop. When I go here, there's just going to be... Yeah, because this guy's covering this checkmate square. So he should be fine. The nice thing is this is... It is hanging, actually. But if he goes like takes, checks, sort of right where he was. But I think I'm going to go here and say... If you want to go here, I think I'm okay with that. Or probably more likely here. It's like here. Oh, one with that knight. I don't know if that was right. What about takes? Yeah, that doesn't work. But now I have ideas, I think, with this stuff. The king is looking quite weak. Oh, I guess this is hanging, right? So you probably don't want to let that hang. I don't think. It's like takes, knight comes back. That's the real problem. If the knight couldn't come back, I think I'd be pretty happy with that. I think I probably need to take here. He's going to go there. And I think that's okay. I think now we're going to go this route and kind of come in this way. So I'll go here. Actually, I guess this is probably coming. Okay. I'm looking at this. Here. Here. Oh, it might take with the rook, though. I don't think I want to bring the rook to there. I'm actually thinking about, what about just, like, wait, why did I go here? What? That was not a good move. I think this was a good move. Huh. Like, for some reason, yeah, I don't know what I did there. Okay, so he takes. I think it's pretty logical that I have to take back. And then if he goes here, I think I will go takes. And I've traded down to a position where I'm up a pawn that's passed. I have a very slight advantage. I think the fireworks will be gone at that point, though. I think I made several blunders this game is what it comes down to. Like, several pretty key blunders. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't just go there. That could have really kept the pressure on. All right, let's trade down. Wait, I can't trade down that way. Ah, yes, I can. It's check. Yeah. I think I like that bishop being dislocated a bit. I'll go here. And then after this, I'm going to go here. And now I'm threatening the bishop. I'm threatening the pawn. I'm assuming he'll go here. And then I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. There. Okay. That seems odd. It lets me do a bunch of interesting things. I can go here, threatening here. I can go here, threatening here. Seems like just such an awful spot for the bishop. I'm kind of shocked. There's nothing tricky with this queen. There probably is, actually. There is here, hitting the pawn and hitting the knight. And then I don't have my cool tricks. If I go here, he takes. And if I guess I could go here. That would be very interesting. Would he just take here? Can he control that passed pawn? Probably. It looks overly advanced. I'm gonna do this. Not really sure what else to do. Seems like the most reasonable thing. I could also go here instead, though I think that would probably win. So my guess is we're gonna see this. And maybe I want to just go there. And then here. And then maybe from there I go here. Well, let's see what he does. I just don't think I like the idea of trading queens to have that pawn advance. I can't defend it very well. And right now it's much more defended, right? Like right now it's going to be a real thorn in their position as this game continues to move forward. They're going to have to blockade it with the king, essentially. And it might become a problem. Okay. So that's what I thought it would do. So if I go here, here, and then here. Wait, no, not here. Here. And then if takes here, I feel pretty good about my position actually. And if, what was it? It was here, 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 and then he moves the queen somewhere. Oh, I guess he could move the queen like back along this diagonal here or here, and then the knight has to move, and then this falls. And the knight can't go somewhere to defend that pawn. So maybe that doesn't work. Yeah, that was not a good move. I don't know why I made it. It was a very weird idea. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Let's map this out. Here, here, here. Their move. If they go here, I can go here, and then I win this pawn easily. If we do all that, and they go here, and they go here, and they go here. I don't know. I'm just not sure what other choice I have. I think I just made a bad move and put myself in a tough spot where I kind of feel like I have to make this move. I don't like it. I don't like having this pawn just linger out there. I don't think that's the best way to win this position. I think he's going to be able to win that pawn. And then suddenly the game becomes a lot harder. Now it's knight versus bishop. What I would like to do is trade these two pawns. That's kind of the dream. Ooh, I guess I get to, right? So I go, wait, what was I thinking? He goes here. How do I win that pawn? I thought I won it immediately. Something got miscalculated. Here. Yeah, I have to get to this square or this square. That's going to take a while. So maybe that doesn't work at all. Go here, here, here. Okay, no, that does work. So I go here. Oh, no, because if he goes here, I can't go there. And I can't go there to get there. I go here first, and then if he goes here, then he goes here. But then he goes there, and then he can protect it. I don't know. I'm not sure what else I can do. If he doesn't go here immediately, though, or here, I think he's in trouble, because then I'm going to go here. No, that doesn't work either. So it's here, here, here. What is it? Here? There, there, there. Okay, so he goes there. Okay, I think I like this idea. And then if he goes here, I'm going here. And if he doesn't, then I'm going there. And we're really cementing this. And he can't actually get in to pester this pawn because the knight is holding him out. Everything is holding him out. So I don't think the king can progress. Now, I don't know what I can do. King can't get in any of these squares. So what we're going to do is maneuver our king in that way, or do we want to maneuver our king in this way? So like if I go here, 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 and suddenly my king can't get in. So let's go this way. I don't think there's a win to be had here. I think this is a draw. But you know what? Let's I feel like there's no reason not to play this out. If anyone can win this, I think it's me. But I think it's a draw. Because what the nice thing is this, wow, we gave up the pawn to be able to go here. Is that a good idea? Here, here. Comes back. He goes here. Here. He can't go here and take. All right. I said this is what I wanted to do anyway, so let's do it. Okay. So you can't take that pawn yet. He'll be able to soon. But I can go here. Let's see, does that work? I go here. He has to stay around him. Then he takes. So it's like I go here, he moves. I go here, he takes. I go here. Yeah, this works. So that was a problem. I think I win now. Because now I'm just up 2 pawns in a king pawn endgame. Like, I don't. And because I think I'm calculated I'm just in time, right? Oh, I'm not just in time now. Okay, that was a good move. So now after here, 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 I'm not in time. Yeah, I don't think I can win. I don't know. King pawn endgames are hard. That's the takeaway here. Okay, so we're going here. He's going here. Ah, okay. I can go here. Then he has to go here. Then I go here, and I should be able to win. Okay, that works. He has to go so far away. Ooh, okay. Oh, so that was a mistake. I had to go there first. Like I said, king pawn endgames are hard. All right. We still might be fine. I think we're good, actually. He's so far away. I didn't do the math on it, but it just can't be right. Like, it's too far. Yeah, okay, we win. Okay. We just push this pawn down and win. Cool. Well, that was good. Got kind of lucky there, I'll admit that. That perfectly wrong placement of the king bishop really gave us the game. So that was quite fortuitous. Okay. Let's go here and say, well, now you're not getting anything. Let's go bring the king in. Be careful not to stalemate, of course. I don't know if we're going to see a resignation at some point. Perhaps not. Does not feel like we're really in stalemate territory here, but our opponent is definitely eager for one. Okay, we'll go here. And now it's game is over. Here, and where do you want me? There. All right, let's take a look. Interesting game. I think I won this game like 3 times and missed 2 of them. So we'll see what happened. All right. So beginning was a pretty, what some people call boring. I would say exciting Slav exchange. I love Slav exchanges. They usually go well for me. Okay, we're just developing. Interestingly, the computer says the number 1 move, not computer, so the opening database, the number 1 move is here, and this is not the number 1. It's close. The computer, though, says that they are of equal quality. I'm curious. So if we go here, though, aren't we just inviting this? Okay, now you go here. But I think this is much better to go the other way. Computer says it's fine. But yeah, I don't know. It's not the way I'm gonna go. Okay, takes. We tucked our bishop back so we can, and then this a3 move I don't think was great. I think they just push. No. Okay, so why doesn't that work? Okay, so it's for the reasons that I had already been thinking. It was here. All the moves I ended up playing is the same ideas. Although we drop a pawn in this, the queen is just way out of play, and our pieces are much better placed, which is a hard evaluation to make in chess. Like I'm going to go down a pawn because I'm that confident that my pieces are well placed. All right, but now we've got this beautiful knight, and everything's going well, and here was our moment. Yep, I saw it afterwards, right? As soon as I made the move, I was like, wait, what about this, right? This is just a tactical blow that you can't do anything with. right? If they take, it's mate. If they don't take, the queen is gone. And then over here is mate. Like, this is just an amazing thunderbolt move that I went too fast. Missed the thunderbolt. And now it's gone. The thunderbolt is gone. So now I have to win it a second time. So I decided to come in this way. Okay. Ooh, interesting. It says go this way is better. Oh, wow. Okay. I wasn't even considering that because I wanted this knight over here. Yeah. Okay. So we move the rook. I go here. Things are going well. Okay. Maybe I didn't miss another win. All right. Oh, no. Okay, so that was the move, right? I don't want to go back to that. Here, what about this? Is this good? This is not great. Knight would go here. Okay. That's why. Because then now all these pieces are going to get traded anyway. Okay. So I'm glad I didn't miss that. And now I just played, a good game. I'm pretty happy with this game. I won it 2 different times, pretty convincing both times. Like the computers I'm crushing right now. And interestingly, this is a good move, right? I was a little nervous about this move because I just, without fully calculating it, I just didn't know if I could hold this all together. Oh, wow, I didn't even think about this. I could have gone boom, boom. And then this is just impossible to deal with. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Oh, no. It says no, don't go there. Because I can go here, check, and take the pawn. Okay. So I didn't do any of this. I instead went here, trying to provoke a possible way to get this pawn. And now the king is out. And now I'm just bringing my king in, and my opponent is going to lose. So they give that up, thinking they're going to be fine. And then I found this move. And this was a good move. This is an only move, essentially, to win. I found it, and then, this is just like, how do you win a king pawn endgame where you're down 2 pawns? You don't. That's the answer. All right. So quite a good game by me. Like, I missed a thunderbolt tactic to win it that I then saw like immediately after. So that's, I don't know. What do we say about that? Like, would I have found that in a classical game? I want to think I would have. And since this is what we're training for, I guess it's okay. I wish I hadn't missed it. But it did give me the opportunity to win the game a second time by really just amping up the pressure, playing pretty well, and, putting the pressure on. So, I mean, the big takeaways are, I guess there's a couple, right? One is like this thing over here. I made this A3 move being like my gut says it's good, but my calculation isn't sure, which is a little bit dicey. And I didn't want to go down a pawn, and sometimes you just have to do that. And then, missing the big tactic is the other idea, seeing everything. So those are my 2 big takeaways. And then just consistently putting pressure. Oh, the third big takeaway is no temptation to take this bishop. So if you were tempted to take that bishop, think about it. Why? I played 88%, so that's pretty good. Why were you tempted to take this bishop, right? This knight is quite good. This bishop is garbage. Don't trade your great pieces for garbage pieces. Don't do it. It's a bad idea. All right. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of The Road to 2200. Looks like we're up to about 1854, and I will see you next time.